Welcome back to the Best of Raleigh. Beauty isn't just about what you see, it's about how it makes you feel. And today's guest is a visionary who's elevating self-expression and confidence through the art of makeup. Amity Rosa, CEO and founder of RosaBella Artistry, is an internationally published makeup artist and creative director whose work has graced top fashion brands, celebrities, and publications worldwide. With an eye for artistry and a passion for self-expression, she has refined beauty standards and continues to shape the creative landscape of her industry. And I will tell you, she's done my makeup several times and my daughter's, and we just love her. So from backstage at high fashion events to working with loyal clients who trust her just like me, Amity's career is nothing short of inspiring. So let's dive into her journey, the creative process, and learn all about RosaBella Artistry.
Yes.
Amity, thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank you for having me. I'm so glad to be here.
Welcome to the Best of Raleigh with your host and real estate expert, Gretchen Coley, owner of the Coley Group. This show is all about the people and places that make the Raleigh area so special. Here's your host, Gretchen Coley.
Yeah, we talked about doing this the last time you did my makeup. I can't remember what it was for. I think it was for like a brand shoot.
Mm-hmm.
But
Yes.
you've done mine, Caroline's, and you just have such a beautiful style
Thank you.
of makeup. So tell me a little bit about your background.
Well, it started just from how it started, really, was a friend in high school who forced me to do her hair for prom. And I'm like, I can't do your hair for prom. And she's like, yes, you can. And so it just kind of grew from there. So I really, truly feel like it chose me. And it has just grown and it has built a life on its own. And I'm so thankful that I said yes to it.
Yeah.
But it has truly shown me who I am and how I can turn even pain into purpose.
Yeah.
And so that is what RosaBella Artistry has done for me.
I
Yeah.
love that. Now, how long ago did you go out on your own?
Oh gosh, my own about 7 years ago. Was working for a corporate cosmetic brand and
In a department store?
traveling all over. And I realized when you get to that level, you kind of get away from the people, and I'm for the people. And so I just decided to make the jump. I jumped scared and I started RosaBella Artistry, and it has truly taken me beyond my imagination.
Wow.
It has.
So who all are you serving? Who are your typical clients?
You know, anywhere between commercial, it can be a film, obviously. I work with brands, of course, branding as well, but on a personal level, anyone that just wants to learn how to do their own makeup. I go to their home, we set up a lesson, and I don't leave until I feel confident that they know that they can recreate that look on their own. So
That's
all
a big
things
job.
beauty, all things beauty.
Yeah. So what inspired you to start RosaBella?
It was a name. I had to get back to my core.
Yeah.
I had a friend ask me, what would you name it if you were to start something? And I'm like, well, I don't know. Maybe it would be colors and bells. I don't know, something
Yeah.
wild. And he was like, well, get to your core. So I went to my name, which means friendship. And my last name is Rosa, so beautiful rose, so RosaBella Artistry, and then the colors that represent that, the yellow meaning friendship, and the pink and the it just means love and beauty. And so I went to my core because I want my name to represent me. Yes.
That's personal branding at its finest. I feel like I just got a branding lesson. That's awesome.
Yeah, thank you.
So what makes your approach to makeup artistry, hair artistry different than other people?
I like to bring the best out of the person. I'm not a trendy artist. I really truly look at the person's eyes. I look into their spirit. I look into their personality. And I ask the right questions to figure out what is going to best serve them. And so when they leave my chair, one of the things that I love so much is seeing them bloom. There's been so many moments where I've literally seen someone be a little insecure about the makeup and not knowing how to do their hair, and I am able to show them how to approach makeup differently, and to see them bloom, it's just been a blessing.
I think that is so true, because you have such a personality. Like, I'm a pretty big personality. I don't know if y'all can tell that. And when I go into a shoot, a brand shoot, whatever it is, or any kind of event that I need to have my makeup done, I'm always super tense. I sit down and I'm like, we got to roll.
Right.
And you're like, and you talk in this voice, and it just kind of calms and soothes everything down. And then the makeup is flawlessly beautiful. So the last time that we worked together, you did both Caroline and I for her 18-year-old shoot. Now it's all coming back to me. And I went home to Caroline and I was like, look at how beautiful my makeup looks like. And this is like 5 hours after you did it. And I was like, how can I recreate this? She was like, you can do it. It's just a lot of makeup. But you can do it, but it didn't look like a lot of makeup. And I was like, wow, like I felt like I looked so young and so fresh. And, you know, I think it's great. I don't think enough women get their makeup done enough.
I don't think so either. And then I think watching a lot of the YouTubers who are great at what they do, I certainly appreciate, and I've learned a lot myself. I think with all of the products, for someone that's not used to doing their makeup, they get overwhelmed by it. And so to simplify the process for what works for you, I don't really go by the rules. There's really no rules to it. It's just what makes you feel confident and beautiful.
I love that. And I think you hit on a great point. Like I will watch makeup tutorials because I can do my foundation and a little bit of contour, but I don't ever wear eyeshadow because when I start putting eyeshadow on, it's like everywhere. It's a disaster waiting to happen. And God bless if I try to put a pair of eyelashes on. So I watch all these women on Instagram and they're like, get ready with me. And they're like, there's nothing, like, it's so easy. And then they flash all of these products that they use. Number one, there's like 18 products they put on their skin before they even start. Like, how do you even dumb that down to even make a purchase? And then it's like all these brands that they're using, but they don't have the right skin color. They don't have the same skin color, the same eye color. So you can go down a rabbit hole and buy all kinds of things. So where would you recommend a woman who just wants to kind of freshen up a look? What are some of the basics that you would recommend?
I say 5 steps to flawless. I mean, you know, definitely.
Is that trademarked? You need to.
I don't know. I think it is
5
trademarked.
steps to flawless.
I think it might be, but
I love that.
You know, skincare. It's all about skincare. You know, if you take care of your skin, you have one face. Take care of it. You know, so I really truly believe that it starts with a good foundation. But something to like freshen up the look. I mean, sunscreen's huge. A tinted moisturizer.
I love a tinted sunscreen.
I love a tinted moisturizer. It works great. Mascara, a lip color, and a cheek color.
What's your favorite mascara right now for lengthening them and making them volume-esque and making them like look like they're fake?
There's a Chanel mascara that I'm trying right now, and I don't know the exact formula, but I think it's all in that brush. I think it's all in the brush. I always say try to stick to a medium-sized brush because, you know, different eye sizes. If you have a large brush and you have smaller eyes, you're probably going to get mascara all over the place, right? So stick to a smaller brush. Look at the brush and then build from there. But Chanel has a beautiful mascara that I'm trying right now.
What is your favorite primer or moisturizer before makeup?
My favorite primer would be Bobbi Brown's Face Base. It's a primer and a moisturizer, and so it works best. So you don't have to buy 2; you just get both in one. One and done.
You see how we're not asking any of the questions on this paper,
right?
We're going down a rabbit hole because this is so fascinating. Right. So another question, because you know I've got a daughter who's 18. She wakes up looking fabulously beautiful.
She does.
What should these young girls, our daughters? What should they be doing other than just sunscreen and skincare?
Other than sunscreen and skincare?
Just mascara, a little bit of blush.
You know, there's this fabulous cream eyeshadow stick that I love. It's really easy to just pop on. I know that Bobbi Brown has an amazing one, and Laura Mercier also have a great collection of eyeshadow sticks. I think if you want a little bit of color to have a little fun, grab a little turquoise sparkle and throw it on, blend it in with your finger, add a little mascara, maybe a little bit of lip and cheek, and you're done. That's it.
Yeah, 2 minutes.
Yeah.
It takes way longer for me. So now let's talk about maturing skin.
Okay.
And you know, when I sit in your chair, we always have this conversation about how can I make all the wrinkles go away and make me look dewy and young and fresh. But I don't even know if dewy and young and fresh is what I should be looking like. But that's what I feel like I should be looking like because, you know.
Hydration. That's going to be the most important thing. You want to stick to a foundation that has some moisturizer, maybe even a serum-based foundation. It would be really great to use a face oil morning and night with some vitamin C. But, I always say the difference between a grape and a raisin is hydration. So, drink your water.
You did not just say that.
I'm just saying, because we all have beautiful skin. We all have the opportunity to correct, hydrate, and truly be consistent. Consistency is key. If you're not going to take care of it, it's there, and you can. We all have the power to take care of ourselves, and that's important. Self-care.
Yeah.
Take the time for yourself.
And that kind of goes back. I wanted to ask one more product question before I lose you. At my age, I'm 50. Should I be using cream products or powder products? I love these little OG sticks that are creamy. What's the best products for maturing skin?
I would say anything with hydration. So, but you also want to, what is your skin type? Are you dry? You may want to stay away from powders. If you are oily, again, go back to the skincare routine, because a lot of times if we are oily, our skin is overcompensating for the oil, the moisturizer it's not getting. So it's really set up a consultation. We can talk about that too. I mean, what does your routine look like, and what do you want to achieve? And then go from there.
I think that's great advice, because like I said, I feel like most women don't get their makeup done enough. I only get it done if I have a shoot, and sometimes I don't even do it for that. Or if I have some kind of major event, like a wedding or something, I'll get my makeup done. But what a great treat it would be just to go once a year, or a spring and a fall, and just kind of get a seasonality of what your makeup should look like. And you offer that.
I do. And I'm always I tell people to bring your makeup bag with you. I want to see what you're using. I want to hear what you want to achieve. And I go through and see what's working, what's not working. I make recommendations for you. And, just again, take that time for yourself. Take that time for yourself. Go and ask questions and find someone that you can trust that's not trying to sell a product to you, but truly wants to make sure that you are walking away confident and you can feel good about your routine.
I think that's great advice, because I think we get stuck using the same product over and over and over because we're used to it, and we don't ever change it. But as we change and our skin changes, we definitely should be tweaking that and updating it. And it's amazing what a new fabulous product can do.
Absolutely.
Now, I'm going to shift into the fact that you have worked with so many fashion brands, you've worked with celebrities, and I know we can't really talk about them, but what have been some of the most exciting collaborations of your career?
Oh, I would say, I can say this one, Pono by Joan Goodman. Their jewelry is based out of Italy. And I one day saw some jewelry out of a shop and thought it was absolutely beautiful. And I went to a photographer and I said, can we do a brand shoot for them just for fun? And we did a brand shoot. We sent them some photos, just say, hey, we had fun with your beautiful jewelry. Here's some photos for your Instagram. They absolutely loved it, and it turned into a beautiful relationship where their website, the majority of the images for their jewelry is from our shoots that we've done for them.
I love that.
So Pono by Joan Goodman, they are beautiful people. Their jewelry is absolutely stunning, and so that was one brand collaboration. And another one that I loved, was so dear to my heart, was a sustainable fashion project. And we actually had to go to Mendocino, California. I was able to take my son with me for that week, and we gathered a lot of sustainable brands, and we did a shoot at a vegan resort, and we had models come up from LA and all over, and we were able to put together a really beautiful brand shoot in a beautiful location and promoting a vegan lifestyle and promoting sustainable fashion. And so it was a wonderful project.
I love that. And it sounds like that kind of resonates through who you are, right?
Yes.
Would you say that's
Yes.
a big piece of your philosophy
It is.
and what makes you unique?
It is, absolutely. I just believe in clean beauty. I believe in what works best for you, lifestyle. What we put in is what we get out, and how we start is how we usually finish. And so, yes.
This episode is brought to you by the Coley Group, the #1 Compass team in the Triangle. And if you are looking to to buy or sell in the Raleigh area or coming into the Raleigh area and you just want to explore the best neighborhoods, give our team a call. We've got an incredible tool that we're going to link below called our Neighborhood Match Survey. This survey is going to take you 5 to 7 minutes, and it is going to match you with neighborhoods based on your lifestyle that you want to leave. We would love to work with you, so just give us a call at the information down below. So you have been internationally recognized and published all over the world. What does that feel like?
A dream.
I want to be published all over the world.
Listen.
I want the Best of Raleigh to go worldwide. Everybody in the world should watch the Best of Raleigh.
It can happen. It can, and you just have to keep going. Don't quit. It was all a dream, and I believed it could come true. I didn't know how it was going to come true, and just getting around the right people. Your village also matters. Your environment matters, and the people who are building you up and can continue to pour love as you have for me, and encouragement. That's important. And it's still, I'm very humbled by it, and I'm just truly grateful, and it's part of my testimony.
Well, I think that's such a beautiful thing, and it's really part of what this show is, right? We want to feature the people, places, the businesses that people need to do business with in Raleigh. There's so many people coming to this market, right? And it takes courage to start your own thing. I've done it. Like, it took courage to sign a lease. It took courage to step out on a limb and go try to build a business. It is not for the faint of heart. No. And having people around you who lift you up and can pour into you and you can learn from is so important.
Absolutely.
Yeah. And you're giving it back to the people that you work with.
Yes.
So beauty is always evolving.
Yes.
How do you stay ahead of the trends, and how do you just kind of maintain your style through that evolution?
Remaining true to being classic. I mean, sticking to the basics, really. Trends are great, they're fun, but who are you, and what do you want to see, and what story are you telling? And I feel like you can tell a story through your artistry and what works for you, not for everyone else or what everyone thinks you should be doing. But everything is going to change, but usually everything comes back and repeats itself too. So if you love that wing liner, wear that wing liner.
Why can't I do a wing liner? I digress. I never can do it. I can't get it right. Like, I love these kinds of conversations.
Yeah.
So, and all you girls listening, my videographer's laughing because he knows that this is like where it's a slippery slope with me and anything beauty related. But what's next for RosaBella Artistry?
That's a great question. I'm getting more into film, actually.
Okay.
I'm hoping that a documentary that I have coming up to be a part of is going to happen. Traveling more and just really learning. I've had the pleasure of being an assistant a few times for a beautiful artist, and I'm absorbing. So right now I'm in a learn it space.
I love that.
I'm learning, and I absorb. I feel like you should always be able to evolve and learn. You should always be willing to learn. So I'm learning from the best right now in the film industry, and so I'm looking forward to my names continuing to be in the credits. Like, at every movie I watch, I'm like looking at the credits.
I
and
want
I'm like,
my name to be
my
in
name is
credits.
going to be there. My name, and it has. And
Yeah, I love that.
When the first moment it happened for me, and I was watching a movie, and I saw my name in the credits, my son is like jerking me, and my aunt's like
love
throwing
that.
popcorn at me, and I'm just like, that happened.
Yeah.
Again, a dream
Amazing.
that I never thought could actually happen. But it can if you believe in yourself and you go after it and you only stay in that yes space and you continue to say yes to your dream, it will happen.
That is such great advice. There's so many nuggets in this interview for everybody. So where can we find you? Where can people find you?
You can find me on Instagram, RosaBella Artistry, Facebook, RosaBella Artistry, and at rosabellaartistry.com.
And definitely go check it out. And I would say, now tell me again, are you doing weddings? Are you?
Yes.
You can book for anything. And I will tell you, if you want to look like yourself in your photos, you should totally hire her, because you're going to look like yourself, only way, way better. And you're going to have a fabulous conversation and feel uplifted in the process. And for those of you who have daughters, great person to put them in front of because
Thank
she
you.
really does pour into them with the right information. So, Amity, thank you
Thank
so
you.
much for joining us today. I'm so excited to feature you here on the Best
Thank
of Raleigh,
you.
where we share the people, the places, and the businesses that you need to know and do business with because they're amazing people. They're going to take great care of you and you're going to get great results. And we host a new show every Friday on Apple, Spotify, and on YouTube. If you are thinking about making a move in Raleigh, make us your first phone call. We know these neighborhoods inside and out and would love to help guide your process. And we will see you in the next episode of the Best of Raleigh.
Bye-bye.